So we begin the first session of the as yet untitled Yanjing campaign. And we introduce ourselves to the walled city of Yanjing, a city built into a stone monolith with unusual properties and an even more unusual developing metropolis within. Getting right into it, we come to a bar on the fifth level of the city, overlooking the shaft. A quaint little place called the Shield Bow.
Yeah, baby.
Uh, Marjal has made the trek up to the fifth floor on his mother's birthday, celebrating with a beer for the 54th year in a row.
It was a good woman.
He sits quietly at a table, nursing his beverage, oblivious to the things that are surrounding him. One or two of which is Bat Atline, meeting here with an informant, a strange little creature of a man known as Flick,
Ah,
to discuss a sighting of Lu Sheng, a wanted thug that belongs to the Black Claw gang of criminals. Flick believes he has seen this guy in one of the establishments that he has performed at and is passing along this information to the bounty hunter who wants to carve a place for himself here in the city and in the parish that he belongs to. A large but fairly humble Testudin is behind the bar washing mugs and dishes. He is doing simple work in order to accumulate a meager pay so that he can afford his supper for the night. And aside from the large shell he wears on his back, he carries nothing besides that except for a linen robe, a burlap sack with a few simple belongings. The good Reverend is visiting with the owner of the establishment, Milo Stoutbrew, in hopes of getting a rat folk acquaintance of his, a young woman by the name of Suki, hired onto the staff. He heard that there is an opening for a server here, and he is hoping that the owner would be willing to lend an olive branch to the unfortunate rat folk who are just trying to make their way. At this point, I guess the only people who are seriously interacting is Flick, Bat, and Vic.
mhm.
So anybody want to take the conch?
I'll turn it over to the Zoom boys. Reverend Doctor and Flick. You guys.
I'll concede to the good reverend in the meantime.
Well, now you've just got to hear her out. I think the young woman has a strong case for employment.
Yeah, well, uh, has she worked anywhere else?
Well, she's known to me through her clan. She's quite reputable.
Yeah, that's not really what I asked you.
Well, I vouch for the young woman. She's done the odd job for me around the clinic.
How old is she?
Going on 14 years.
Right, right. I That's of age for a rat folk, right? She's not like a kid or anything.
Why, absolutely, sir. What do you take me for?
Well, I mean, when I was 14, hadn't even grown any stubble yet. So
Well,
that was
surely the time differential of rat folks' lifespan is known to you, yes? Living in the city as you do, yes?
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you guys do everything fast, judging by the way you're talking.
Well, now, let's not go and be hasty. I think you should give the young woman a chance.
All right, all right. Send her by here tomorrow around 2 p.m. and I'll interview her, all right?
Well, that's damn decent of you, sir. Damn decent, I say.
Well, Reverend, you've helped me out in the past. So I mean, yes, the least I can do is give a chance. So
Well, I say we shake on it. And what's more, let's drink on it. What are you having?
now you're talking. Stout?
Stout suits me just fine.
You want a pint or a cup?
I'll start with cup. But I think that large turtle-shaped gentleman might be in order of a pint. He's done some work for me in the past as well, now that we're on the subject.
Bible salesman.
Reverend Doctor at your service.
I don't think he drinks while he's working.
Oh, is he your employee as well?
No, he just wandered behind the bar and started washing my dishes because he enjoys the experience of it.
Well, now, I don't think a small cup of ale is going to hinder a gentleman of that size in your employ. Look at him. He's as big as a house.
Why don't we let him work and he can have a shifty after he's done.
Damn decent of you. Damn decent, I say.
Where'd you see him, Flick?
Well, chin chin. And I drink with the proprietor.
Where did you see Lu Xing? Flick.
So I think Flick just kind of laces his very long fingers together, um, gives him a little
Makes everyone
wiggle,
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
and thinks for a moment and says, "My throat's a little dry." Um,
I hold up here and say, can't have that. Not with that good singing voice. And I raise my hand for the barkeep. I say, Fuyon, Fuyon, to get their attention.
Let's
see. Pijo, Fuyon, Dui Pijo.
Yeah, nice.
Mhm.
Bounty.
The number system is dependent on the vessel in which you're ordering. You said 2 cups of beer. It sounds completely different than 2 plates of food. Yeah, different language.
You know, I've heard that's a different language.
I've heard it. Pijo is beer. I gotta get my sweet singing boy is lubrication. You're probably like a light lager guy, or do you drink like fancy drinks?
So I think he wants something dark. You know.
Oh, oh, okay.
I myself am going.
I go, Fleelon,
Uh,
Pijo, like waiter, 2 beers, and then I see the stout being slid over the bar, to the little rat man, and I go, 2 of those, please.
yeah, a human male comes over to the bar, to the edge of the bar you guys are sitting at, and says, "Oh, 2 of the stouts."
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. And with lightning speed, he pours 2 mugs of ale and slides them down the bar to the 2 of you and says, Flick, is this on your tab or?
No, I'll get this. Yeah.
All right. It's 4 copper.
4 copper. I slide the man 4 copper. And I say, go on. Once you've slaked your thirst, continue.
Yeah, I think he just kind of grabs this cup with both hands and just gulps. It's running all. It's a fucking mess. It just is horrible to watch.
I'm smiling. I'm encouraging. If you looked at my eyes, though, you might get a sense of disgust. But everything on my face is saying, "You're my friend."
Just get this down, put the cup down, and then I think I start to remember where I've seen this member of the Black Claw gang. But before I think I give that information, I ask, what manner of business do you have with this individual, if I may be so bold?
There is a rather, it's a small thing, really. But there's a bounty out for a couple members of his team, Ma Fang and Jin Qian. I've been trying to figure out where they are lying low. I haven't figured it out. And I'm wondering if someone who's as tapped into the pulse of the city as you are, and someone who is as astute and honestly just observant of the human condition as you are, would have noticed where he's going. You would have caught him in maybe a sense of complacency.
Understood. And we can't have these, no good doers running around, doing no good.
No good doers. I was just about to say the same thing. No good doers.
Um, so I'm assuming I've seen him, Dan, at one of the bars I performed at. Is this like a pick 'em all and poison type thing, or do you want me to do a roll for some kind of knowledge local?
Um, yeah, you tell me. Do you want a knowledge local and me tell you, or do you want to pick one of the bars that you saw him at?
I think if you allow it, I'll pick one because this one looked really interesting to me.
Oh,
Go for it.
So as you can imagine, my work takes me all up and down this great city. There I was on level 9. Man, what a set I played. They were loving it. They were loving it at the White Serpent.
White Serpent. That's a tough crowd. That's impressive that you kind of really crushed it there.
If you want to give me a knowledge local to see if you know about the White Serpent.
Fuck yeah. I've never been up that fast. I throw up mounts again. No, it's local. It's just gonna be a straight roll. So 19.
19. Okay. Yeah, so the White Serpent is kind of an interesting place. It is a Vishkanya joint, which is a serpent folk people. And judging by some of what you've heard, there are, concerns that they get into stuff that might be questionable.
Fighting the
So,
mongoose folk.
You stay with your own.
Are serpent folk like snake centaurs? Are they like snake from the waist down and then like
No, they're just scaly humanoids,
okay,
forked tongues.
gotcha.
Hmm. Okay.
And
Yeah.
as you can imagine, members of the Black Claw really stand out in the typical crowd you see at the White Serpent.
Yeah. Yeah, and I imagine it would give them some sense of cover there. Being the serpent folk. But that's great information, Flick. I appreciate that. How's your campaign going? Did the audience feel receptive? You know, it's just terrible the way the Wei Yang are persecuted or looked down upon in our city.
Well, we're not we don't choose how we're born. We spring out of the shadows just like anybody else and join life. Um, so,
Bring out the shadow. It's like, well, hold on, that sounds horrifying. But
and
accurate.
I think the community's coming together. I think the town is more receptive. Hell, I get to make my own way. I get to play shows. I know you see me in the streets doing shadow puppetry. I think the kids love it.
Good Lord.
Bring a little bit of home, out and about into the city. The elders maybe don't agree with everything that I'm doing, but I'll win them over. I'm not worried about it.
I hold up my mug of ale to you and I say, you can't let the past hold you back. It's a bright future for the Wei Yang. I'm with you. I just clink you.
Every bright light makes a shadow, my friend.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
Oh, we forgot
Action.
action dice. Which
Trevor would have used this already.
Yeah.
those of you at home can't really pick a color, but in the studio and decide which color they'd like to go with.
Let's say that is water bottle.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's cold ones in these. You can have that one too.
Perfect.
Well, it is late afternoon, maybe around 5 o'clock. The bar isn't packed, but it is busy enough. And over the din of the crowd, sharing their thoughts and musings over mugs of stout, I'd like everyone to give me a perception check. It's a 2.
Ross, did you get a big nat 1 for your first roll?
I did not.
I saw you do this, and I was like, oh, that would be amazing.
If only. If only. Would have been a good way to start.
Yeah, I kind of just want to say I got a nat 1, even though I rolled really well, just for the aesthetic.
I did not.
I got a 10.
I got an
Oh,
18.
16 for the doctor.
5
I
for
got a 19.
19. Okay. So those of you in the teens, hear the sound of someone shouting from this direction. A little bit of a commotion. Someone yelling out in anger or aggravation. Basically, you don't quite process you don't clearly hear the verbiage, but the gist of it is, hey, watch out, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Something to that.
Something you hear at a bar.
And for those of you, like I said, who are in the teens, it's enough to turn your head in that direction. And a moment later, you see someone in a hooded cloak, running rather aggressively, into the bar, slamming against one of the patrons as she tries to maneuver between the tables and knocking the guy off of his chair, onto the ground, his beer spilling all over the place and his mug sliding across the floor. Everyone roll for initiative.
D12.
Nat 20.
Let's go.
That's possible.
Like Glenn, it's
Yeah,
a
we do
D12.
D12s, buddy.
Oh, D12. My bad.
D12.
Well, should have been 12 then.
D12.
That one, baby.
I grabbed all I needed.
That makes sense. You're a fungus guy. You're supposed to.
I actually am going to take improved initiative because I'm a control druid. I want to be first.
Not as well.
12 for the doctor.
So, anybody else above a 10?
Nope, just missed it.
Above a 5?
I am a 9.
I got a 5.
Narjal,
I'm a 5.
you're a 5. Orthog,
3.
Okay, so thing is, Victor, Flick, and Bat Outlaw, you guys got the teens perception check.
Mm-hmm.
So you are not surprised this round. Narjal and Orthog, you are surprised by what's going on. You will not get to act in the surprise round. So,
This is crazy.
the good Reverend Doctor, you see this guy or this woman barreling into the shield bow, knocking someone off of their chair, and throwing them to the ground. She looks not panicked, but intense. And from her trajectory, it looks like she's just going to charge through the establishment and out the other side.
And I am still in conversation with the bartender.
You're like, he's here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're over here. He's
Okay.
here.
I hold my action, but I say to the bartender, well, looks like there's going to be some sort of a fracas.
Tonight, there's been a jailbreak.
Okay, so you are holding your.
Hold my action.
All
And
right.
the woman has crashed in through the bar, knocked someone off the stool, ran into the bar, and is looking kind of wild-eyed and squirrely like they're going to bolt. That's what's happening.
She does have a hood pulled up over her head.
Mm.
Can't really, her facial expression is a little bit hidden. But from her body language, you give me a sense motive check. If you don't have any ranks in sense motive, it's just a wisdom check.
I have 2 ranks in sense motive. 15.
You can't have 2 ranks. You can only have 1.
I have a +2 to sense motive.
Okay. You said what? What was the total? Sorry.
15.
15. You get the distinct impression she is running from something.
Gotcha.
You're not sure if she's running from danger or running because she is the danger.
I hold my action and, you know, exclaim to the bartender, "Well, did you see that?"
Um, she hops over the fallen patron and pulls around the side of the bar and then tries to cut between some more of the tables on her way through. She kind of just barely brushes a shoulder against Bat Athlon, but doesn't
Bolton.
make Bolton.
Yeah, Bolton.
Bolton. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to redo.
Battle tank.
Ton,
Battle chain.
Alton,
Battleton.
Catalan,
Bolton.
All right.
Bot.
Easier to say.
So she
That's-
brushes past your shoulder, doesn't make full contact.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I free action look at Flick, I think, and say, Flick, you should make yourself scarce. And then are they within like a 5? Are they within 5 feet of me?
They're about 20 feet away.
Oh yeah, she moved pretty far past me. She is running. I calculate that it is likely that she is either running from someone who would reward me if I captured her, or she is running from some kind of a theft. So I think it would make sense for me to engage with her. So
focused on yourself.
thank you. That's what my dad taught me. My priest father, Zhao. Um, 20. Now, so I can get to here to behind her in 20 feet. If I wanted to get in front of her, it would be 5, 10 to 30. Would that incur tax opportunity? But this, because I'm like, does she know that I'm an adversary at this stage?
Well, given your perception check, you don't see any weapons in her hands.
Okay, so then what I do is I move 20 feet and I clasp a big meaty half orc hand on them and ask where they're going.
Okay.
So I assume that they're a thief, a pickpocket.
Okay. Give me a combat maneuver check for grappling.
This has to assume the worst.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to see what I can get out of this. So that's a 5. And then a combat maneuver check for grappling would be my CMB.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 3, so it's an 8.
Okay. That does not beat her combat maneuver defense. So you reach out and try to grab her shoulder, and she, drops her shoulder and ducks out of it. And just kind of pulls away from you.
Okay. What does she look like? I'm up close on her. Do I get a better sense of her, or is she still very hooded?
You're fairly certain she's a human.
Mhm.
About average height, seems athletic.
Mhm.
Kind of standard appearance for the region.
Mhm.
So you can't see her hair, but judging by her skin tone, you assume that she's local, essentially.
Okay.
All right. Flick.
Let's see. Could I roll that same sense motive just to try to understand if they maybe mean someone harm or if they're scared, anything like that. That is a 15.
15. Yeah, you get the same impression. She's running from something. Hard to say whether, she's running because something bad is behind her or she's running because she did something bad and she's trying to get away from it.
This feels like a good opportunity for Yang human relations. So I'm going to
Oh God.
do one of my once a days and cast ventriloquism. just so I'm like talking, in her ear, not like trying to yell at her. Um, and just say, my friend Battleton means you no harm. Maybe he can help you.
Gonna scare the living shit out of her.
Yes.
I mean well. I'm trying not to, but yeah.
Yeah, you see she flinches suddenly and kind of pulls away from the ear that you ventriloquist whispered into. Seems a little shocked that there's no one there. But other than that, she seems to be continuing in her trajectory.
All good. But I'm not gonna get ran over by someone much larger than me, so I'm gonna hang back.
Um, okay, Narjal and Orthog, you guys are surprised.
Yep.
So you are not acting this round. Brings us back to the top of the initiative. Victor, are you ready to hop in yet, or are you still holding your action?
I see Bet Alten try and grab this woman and fail to do so, like an aggressive movement from another patron.
Yeah.
And I say to the bartender who I'm still talking with, what sort of establishment are you running here?
I don't want my niece to work here.
Is there any, and there's no like the other patrons, this fracas is happening, but they're not like moving around, keep
They're yeah, they don't have player classes. They do not, they're not
Gotcha.
tempted to engage in a conflict. They are basically mostly just like grabbing hold of their plates or their beverages to make sure that they don't get jostled or knocked to the floor in the chaos. But
Okay.
other than that, they are not moving to engage.
See a lot of snake tongues flicking in the air.
Well, frankly, I don't care for this upheaval in our nightly imbibement. And I cast command on the woman,
Oh.
Okay.
and I say, "Come here." Emphasis on the
Okay, command has to be one word.
one word. The emphasis is "come." The command
Okay.
is like "come."
All right, and then here is just added for flavor.
Here is just added for flavor.
Okay, what is the save on that?
Save is 15.
15. Okay. She did succeed.
She succeeds.
What a badass.
Yeah. So people keep
talking
trying
about
to
break.
engage with me. I'm just running through this.
Yeah, you cast the spell and you see her back kind of stiffen for a second and she pulls against the magic compelling her to slow down and continues running. So with that, she continues moving past or away from that Alton. Are you? That is going to incur possible attack of opportunity from you. Which, since you are empty-handed, that would just be another
grapple.
to
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm not
Okay.
gonna whip my sword out and just slash them in half in the bottom because they're living through it.
Yeah, your perception wasn't high enough to see this.
So that's
Who's that son of a bitch? Get out of our.
Go say hi. These are my buddies from back home. This is
What's
Dyson.
up, guys?
All right, getting after it.
Heck yeah. Love to hear that.
It's really cool that you're sharing your house with a 12-year-old.
His
It's cool.
His perception wasn't high.
Cool,
Tell him I
man.
said that.
Grapple it. 15.
Are you gonna be able to?
15. 15 is still not gonna do it.
Damn. I'm gonna action on this. Okay. This is critical moment.
Probably real close too.
I think I am close. 17.
17 is what you need. Okay, so she tries to pull away, and you grab a hold of her, attempt to grab a hold of her shoulder again, and she pulls away the same way she did, and you just grasp as hard as you can, and you grab that fistful of her cloak and yank her back to you, wrapping another arm around her waist.
Alright.
And at this point, you do pull the hood off of her head, and it's it's an Asian looking woman, black hair, brown eyes, and a scar going from the center between her eyes down her nose and across her cheek.
Okay.
All right. So that was the attack of opportunity. On her turn, she's going to attempt to break the grapple.
Right.
So this is going to be an opposed grapple attempt.
Okay.
You're going to get a +4 on the grapple check because you have established the grapple.
So she's gonna need to beat a 21.
No, you're going to have to roll another check.
Cool. Nice. So roll 18 on the die. I'm adding C and B. So then, and then plus the 4, it's another 7, so 25.
Okay, that's good because she also rolled an 18 on the die. But you do succeed. She struggles against you, but does not manage to pull away. Now having her wrapped up in a bear hug, you can feel that she's got something slung across her back. So a long, like metal pole or possibly a sword of some sort.
Free action. I say, what have you got? What have you done? Come on, we can figure this out.
She struggles and says, "Let me go or there'll be trouble."
There's always going to be trouble, regardless of what you do.
Okay, it is your turn
She's shitter I've got a grapple, so I can't really do too much with her without risk of the grapple being broken. I have her like this, and I look over my right shoulder, and I see a fucking just lunk of a character. And I say, Turtle Man, come, hold her.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to transfer the grapple to someone significantly stronger than me.
Turtle Man.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a slur in this world. If it is, I don't mean to use a slur in this moment.
Okay. You do that, and that brings us to Flick.
Batoton, you racist bastard. And
Whoa! I'm afraid of the way,
so I'm going to come over there, and so I guess I'm just gonna like start climbing up the back of Batoton's like leg and up his back to try to like get on his shoulder. And I'm not communicating that at all, so feel free to react however. But I'm trying to just come up there and get to where I'm like in her face and in my best effort, calm her down. And reiterate, my friend means you no harm. We just want to help you.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Not trying to intimidate her, just gonna get in her face.
Well, I just want to be in her area. That is a 17.
17. This poor girl's just having a really bad trip. She's just like kind of high. That's where you should come and show. Be emotional. I've been to this before.
Okay. Yeah, you try to calm her down. Her breath slows for a second and she looks very sternly at you and she says, I don't have time for a chat right
Oh, she's very calm.
now. Narjal, you
Um,
are no longer surprised. Shit's going down.
yeah, I
Motherfuckers are screwing up your mom's birthday.
yeah. Um,
You
I
have
just
that
do-
footage.
I just do one simple thing. I get up from my chair and I move 5 feet around the table, put my hand down on the table, and just go like this.
Okay.
Kind of just observe,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, like, what the fuck's going on? You could be a cop. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, what's this?
Yeah.
He's definitely not a cop.
Oh,
You know, the town guards wear specific uniform.
Like, they could know each other. They could both be total shitbags.
It's a normal reaction
Okay.
from Mudgeon who doesn't want to get involved.
Yeah,
Where it's like I'm alert, but I am not involved.
you're right. I'm just like, okay, if I need to defend myself, it would be better if I was already standing. So I'm gonna stand.
Okay.
I like it.
All right. Orthog,
Yeah, so what? Sorry, where am I at? I can't really tell. Can I walk over to?
you are here. You are behind the bar, and they are all over there.
Huh, I ain't jumping the bar. I know that. I guess I will just.
I'm upside down. Flip me over. I'll die.
I mean, you
I guess
can.
I'll just start making my way over there.
5,
Like,
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That is a double move.
okay.
I am immensely disappointed in the speed of the turtle man.
Yeah. I knew.
What were you expecting?
Yeah,
I did.
I can't be mad at him. Mostly disappointed in myself.
Okay. All right. Good Reverend Dr. Victor T. Flacco.
I continue to hold. Since my spell didn't work out, I continue to hold my action and say to the bartender, well, what sort of busybodies do you serve in this establishment here? Where's the local consent? Oh, yeah.
He looks at you and says, does it look like I'm serving her?
Well, what's all this then? Where's the constabulary? Is it just a local militia of hoodlums is accosting this young woman?
Yeah, I don't think you want your friend working here, dude.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I hold my action from a distance.
Okay.
I'm not getting in the fracas.
Yeah, hold back. I don't want to get in fracas.
Fracas.
Yeah, that makes sense. We're just like, what the fuck's going on here? You grabbed her.
No, I think it's a
You're
good
screaming for the turtle man.
on a mental level. It's a good idea because it also keeps the party spread out.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
I was gonna have her come apologize to the bartender, but my apology plan didn't work out. Compulsory apology didn't work out. So I'm a rat on a bar stool.
Okay. All right. She shifts in your
Yeah, sorry.
grapple. Um, and appears that she somehow adjusted herself or moved something on her person.
Okay.
Sorry, I was sorry.
And then you feel a sudden pain in your stomach.
Tight.
Uh,
Probably that muscle I ate last night.
One single muscle.
Yeah, get my pants.
okay. And you take 11 points of damage.
Ooh. So I'm gonna guess she stabbed me in the gut.
Yeah.
Tight. I take 11 points of damage. I fall to the ground. I'm dying.
No, you're at 0.
No, you're at 0.
Yeah.
So you are conscious, but and stable. But if you take any strenuous activity, you will open that wound further, take another point of damage, and fall unconscious.
Okay. I'm cool. I got a plan.
So that
This happens.
Yeah.
that being the case, you release the grapple.
Oh, yeah.
And she takes a step back, and you see that she's got a pair of butterfly knives.
Can I roll a perception? Or do I even need to?
I mean, he slumps down like into one knee, and she takes a step back, and she's holding two, like they're foot long, broad bladed knives, and one of them is covered in blood. So I don't think you need unless you want to find more detail than that. I don't think you need an.
Yeah, no, that's fucked up.
You've got a clear line of sight to it.
I got you. What just happened was fucked up. Let's go wait for my turn.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And Aaron or Bet Altem falls down. You're at 0.
I'm at exactly.
He doesn't drop to the ground, but he does like kind of slump, maybe down to one knee. He suddenly lost all of his hit points.
Yeah, I'll be okay. I've got a whole contingency plan. Gonna roll a druid.
Victor, do you want to hop in at this point, or are you?
Well, that would trigger my held action.
Oh, well, you didn't. I didn't remember a specific held action that you were. You said you were holding, but you didn't say you had a ready action.
I guess I didn't. My held action would be like somebody gets really hurt and I step in to stabilize or heal them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he need stabilizing?
Oh, shit.
He needs help.
Yeah, stabilize will be good.
No, I'm sorry.
I have another slow person looking towards you.
So you intend to approach?
Like a chihuahua.
Yeah, I approach.
Wow, so much excitement. So you scurry up onto the bar and across the bar.
Oh, I'm a scurrying.
20. And you get up onto the table beside him. And that's about as far and as much as you can do.
Now, don't panic, son. I've seen this 100 times. Everything's going to be all right.
Holding my gut, blood exploding between my fingers.
Nope, don't look at it. Right here.
I'm just like,
Eyes
I'm
on
looking at
me.
a rat guy.
Eyes on me, my boy.
All right. Battle Con.
I know. No, do I know him? I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Victor Tiflaco. I kind
He's
of.
patched you up before.
Yeah.
Not from this bad.
Yeah. So I'm holding my gun. And I go, pretty bad, doc. Pretty bad.
Now, don't talk like that. That's no way to
It's
think.
your turn, Mister.
I start my turn initiating as a swift action. My judgment healing, which will initiate fast healing of 1 per turn.
Okay.
Nice.
So I should immediately gain 1 hit point.
Okay.
So I get back to 1 hit point, and I assume does that stabilize me to be at 1? Yeah. Okay. I imagine I am prone. Or not prone, but I'm like you said, like I kind of slump down to
Yeah. I mean, so you're not prone. If you were prone, standing up would be a move action. I'm gonna say like getting up from one knee is like 5 feet of movement.
And she's right there.
She's right there.
I do nothing the rest of my turn.
Okay.
Do not want to incur an attack of opportunity. Yeah, I couldn't take a 5 step. Yeah, that's all. I do nothing.
Flick.
Ooh, so I guess Flick was standing on you the whole time that happened. So we had a front row seat to the goring. Uh, um, this is hostile. How big of a square is around this individual? Without affecting, anyone else.
There is a patron directly behind her.
Okay. So I don't think I can cast grease without collateral damage, essentially.
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah, but then you just get a greasy bar patron.
I work here. Okay, I perform here.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's fair.
Uh. Damn. Um. I really don't know what to do. Okay. I think I panic and then realize that okay, is the patrons like are we gaining attention or are people still like kind of slow to figure out what's going on here?
Oh, the the tense concern now that there is a pool of blood on the floor has turned to fear uh and like people are starting to get up from their tables. It looks like they're going to start you know panicking and rushing away.
It's moved beyond like a fist fight or a fracas. Blood has been spilled.
Yeah.
Well, unclosed tabs.
Um. Uh. Okay. I think just reactionary. I know the good doctor's here to help, but I don't see anything I can do against this immediate threat. So I'm just going to cast a Cure Light Wounds on my friend who is in very bad shape.
Yeah. All right. It's 1d8 plus 1 point of healing.
So let me get my little D8. Oh, jeepers. Well, that was a 1. So that is 2. You get 2 HP on me.
I'm just thinking how we are 3 rounds into combat. 11 points of damage has been done.
Yep.
One of you almost died.
Yep.
And then just like comparing that with, well, Tiamat just did 600 points of damage to Uhtred. He's in negative
He's dead,
50,
but he's not dead.
but he's still standing.
Yeah. What you signed up for, Dan?
It's good to be scrubs, man. It's fun to be
All right.
back on these streets.
All right. Nardal.
Okay, Dan. I'm sure I know the owner of this bar.
Yeah.
Do I know the owner of the bar or the server like better conversationally? Would you say
The owner.
Okay.
The server, the owner has been the owner the entire 54 years that you've been coming here.
Yeah.
The server is like 18 years old.
Okay.
The bartender is like 18 years old. So he's a human. He's, you probably don't even plan to get to know him because he'll be dead before you're.
Yeah. before I'm really worried about it.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the name of the owner again? And does he see? I mean, he's watching, obviously, right? Like, is he
The owner's name is Milo.
Milo? I go, Milo.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that the half orc deserves that?
Stabbing? No.
All right then. And I mosey my way over to like here, still going like this, and I take like a weird oozy slime out of a pouch, and I kind of like imbue it into my hand, imbuing the following spell with cave slime, and I cast Grasping Vine on the lady with the butterfly nuts. Great. You reckon the half orc was out of that?
Threw me off hearing a dwarf doing a Scottish accent in Dan's world. I was just like,
I didn't grow up amongst dwarves.
it makes sense. Nor did my dwarf.
And it is going to attempt to grapple
Okay.
the lady. Okay.
You're going to use all of your action dice.
I probably will. Yeah. Okay, so on the die, that's a 6. Okay, so oh, it explodes with 16, and it explodes again, and doesn't explode again. So I am at 21.
Okay. All right. Well, that succeeds.
It was grass. What was it?
Grasping Vine. And yeah, 1d4 points of acid damage.
Okay.
And it's not per round or anything. It's just 1d4 points of acid damage.
Grappled.
It'll be 1d4 points of acid damage. Well, the thing is, the grasping vine's only gonna last one round.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So,
Yep.
go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Damage.
2. Okay. Get back in the.
No.
No, dude, I don't
Man.
fucking.
3 rounds of combat, you guys have done 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
This is sounds good.
Fantastic. All right, Orthog.
I don't choose them like a street urchin. And then
So
you go after her, but then the big bad's coming through the door after her. No.
Orthog, coming up on the situation and seeing everything going on, is going to. I'm going to try to intimidate to stop this as I pick my foot up and slam it down and says, "Stop this nonsense." And then I will roll. Okay. 22.
All right. Well, she is shaken by this large individual who has just commanded her to knock it off in so many words. So she's going to take a -2 penalty to attack roll, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks for 1 round.
As a free action, again, my hand is covered in blood. I look up at you and go, "Thank you for your haste."
All right. On her turn, she is going to attempt an escape artist check on the vine.
Is it opposing?
Yeah. Give me another row.
Oh no. Okay. So that would be a 23.
25.
I'm going to use an action die on this. She got a 23, but she's shaken, so she takes -2 penalty.
I would also maybe like to use an action die.
Ooh, action die off. Do it.
Yeah.
Doing it. Come on. All right. So that's a 25.
All right.
Do it, Dan. Do it. Burn in action bath. Do it. Keep it going.
3 or 4. Right? You roll 3 or 4 on your d4.
I'll use one more action die.
Just bleeding dry, boys.
Okay. So she also got a 25. She shakes free. And attempts to flee.
So she,
Oh wait, hold on.
she matched the grapple check, which breaks it.
You might need to use another one. +1 to saves and CMB/D on conjuration. So I actually got a 26.
Okay.
Sorry about that. This is new for me.
Never mind. I will just I'm not gonna
Use another one.
I mean, I
Do
used
it.
all mine. I just want to.
I felt bad about using the second one as it was like rolling off, but yeah, it's fine.
I felt bad.
So she struggles, she puts as much effort into it as she can, but it is insufficient. Victor.
Now, miss, you simply must calm down and tell us what this is all about. And I reach out, I step towards her, and I use Touch of Fatigue.
Okay.
Poor lady.
You need to make a touch
She's
attack.
not a good person. She lives in this awful city.
Uh-huh.
And just stab you
Yep.
because you grabbed her. And you're
Dan, okay. How do I calculate my touch?
Okay, so you're going to roll a d20 and add your deck bonus.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get her. It's 20. Rolled an 18 plus 2 to dex.
Okay. Well, yep, that will succeed. So she is fatigued.
She's about to have acute scurvy.
-2 penalty to strength and dexterity. Anything that would cause you to be fatigued makes you exhausted. So she's got that going for her now, which is great. Battle time.
I'm gonna 3 hit points as of this turn. It's the start of my turn, so it goes up to 4.
Okay.
I am very aware of how much damage she did to me before. So I am gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself on this turn. Does it give me a +2 bonus to AC?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so gaining a +2 to my AC, and then I will use my move action to just stand up.
I think you're already standing up.
I'm standing up now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you stood up last time. It only took 5 feet of your movement speed to stand up.
I didn't stand up last time. No, I
Oh,
said
you
like I
stood-
do.
okay.
I specifically said I do nothing because she wasn't grappled and I was concerned. So
Okay.
I stand up.
Okay.
And then that's my turn.
Okay.
In response to you standing up, I use a free action to say, "The vein won't last long, lad.
All
You
right.
best reduce the aggression."
Flick.
I just look at you.
Hmm.
I don't even know if I know you're rolling all this so far.
You just had no idea that I was even in the bar.
No. No, I've been here before. I've seen you. Maybe once.
Here once a year, yeah.
Yeah, see, I saw you one time.
Well,
And then
I didn't
totally
want
forgot.
to pull this so soon, but when you mentioned Chekhov's gun, right? I think Flick brandishes his flintlock with both hands as if it was a blunderbuss, and
Freaky little black man just pulled a gun out right next to your head.
Yeah, I've never seen Flick pull a gun out. I've probably maybe never even seen a gun. I go, Flick, what the fuck?
and I just say, now everyone needs to calm down before I get a little antsy.
I to the lady that I don't even know if he's ever fired that thing. Fuck.
The man's pulled an eye.
Taking an intimidate check here.
Yeah, that works. Uh, that's a that's a 7.
So perched on Battleton's shoulder, you pull out this gun and you are swaying back and forth with it, attempting to be as intimidating as possible. However, you fall significantly short of the big turtle man in that respect.
I mean, dude, that's the equivalent. Like we've gotten in a bar fight and a dude just like throws a drone up. That's like C4.
Yeah.
I gave him a +4 bonus on the DC, but that's still didn't hit it.
It's still a gun though. In the context of this medieval society.
Blow you away.
And I don't fire it. That was 100% just trying to de-escalate the situation, and like just not understanding how to de-escalate the situation.
A good guy with a gun.
I mean, her overall demeanor has gone from defiant to, somewhat panicked and just, determined to get the fuck out of here.
That's us.
Narjal.
We're doing that.
The grasping vine dissipates.
Yep. I was over there.
No.
And I create water over the scary little dude's head.
Okay.
Oh no.
I go, I say, let's calm down, little one.
Why are you casting water on me?
Because this flintlock pistol can't work when it's wet.
Do you know that?
Do I know that?
It's a flintlock pistol. Or the powder. It's a black powder weapon. It's kind of.
How common are they though?
I would say it's not everyone has one, but especially given that he's a dwarf and he lives in the underground and there is the forge and gunpowder processing does happen in that vicinity. I would think you would know that, black powder is not going to work if it's wet.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
I am remarkably effective so far.
All right. Orthog, you're standing there. The vine that just appeared and wrapped this woman up has, faded off to wherever it had come from. And she again looks like she is about to juke and run.
If I detect evil, can I do anything else?
No, that's gonna be your action for the round.
Well, I think that's what Orthog would do. He'd see all this going down right now and want to detect who's evil here. Like, what's going on?
Well, so if you just like want to scan the area for evil, then you're just going to find out whether or not evil is present. But you won't know who it is.
Yeah.
It takes 3 rounds for you to like figure out who is evil. If you just focus on her to try to determine if she's evil, you'll figure that out when you cast it.
I'll do that.
What you're trying to do, or you like you can do a wide spread and see like what in the vicinity is evil, but that takes like 3 rounds before you pinpoint anything. Or you can just look at one thing and decide and check, is this evil or is this not evil?
She stabbed a patron of the bar. I will see if she's evil.
Okay. She is evil.
I say, this is not one to be messed with. Take her down.
All right.
Can he move after that?
He can move after that. He can't do anything else.
Can I get in front of the door so she has to at least do an acrobatics check to get over?
Well, you want to go towards here?
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming that's where she's heading.
Yeah, that's where she's been going.
All right. You move over there to attempt to block at her mode of egress. As you head over that way, she takes an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah.
And that is a 19 to hit. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm a 19.
Okay. So that is 7 points of damage.
Ouch.
Big whoops.
And she's taking that negative too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so then that's an 18 to hit, and it's 6 points of damage.
Doesn't she doesn't hit, right?
What's your AC?
19.
No, she doesn't
Oh,
hit.
no, she doesn't hit.
Hell yeah. Where are you going?
Oh, you dirty little bitch. I got you.
More alarming when you
All right, it is her turn though now. And she is.
I just took out our range guy.
She's just going to take the disengage action. 5, 10.
Probably shoot one off.
Does her move speed get cut in half because she's fatigued?
No.
Damn. Good question.
But I mean, she disengaged, so she doesn't get her full movement, and she had to like juke around some things. So
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
didn't incur any attacks of opportunity, but she did.
What is disengage?
It's just you take, yeah, you take
All
up
you
your.
can do is move. It's like an expeditious retreat.
Yeah, you just get away without incurring attacks of opportunity.
Okay. I shoot them up a couple of times. She would have.
She really wanted to cut you before she left, but
No, I'm not fucking with it.
all right, Victor.
I'm just gonna shamble over.
I'll take you.
She's taking off. I can't move that fast. I hold my action and say to Bet Altan. Now, Sana, you feeling all right? You feeling better?
No, I'm pretty far from fucking all right. Pretty fucking far from all right, is what I say.
I hold my action.
Oh.
Okay. Battle time.
I heal another. Whoa! Yeah. Well, I heal another hit point. I am now standing.
Good job.
Yep, it's a huge achievement.
Actually, let me.
Come on, battle fans.
I don't think we're gonna get her.
She's moving, and also she's dealing so far 100% damage to one character and 50% damage to another. I'm assuming. Glenn, what are your total hit points?
I've not even been touched, brother.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if she had hit on a 7, I would have probably taken out half your hit points.
Around there.
Yeah, around that. I do a little arithmetic in my head, and I think I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I'm gonna start heading towards the door to see where she came from. What the deal is.
Okay.
Coward.
But yeah, I can't engage with her. I'm at 5 hit points. She'll fucking kill me.
All right. Give me a perception check.
Okie dokie. 18.
Okay. Looking back out the way she came in, you see that there are a couple of people who just kind of like are rubbernecking at the commotion. But what you're probably looking for is like someone giving her chase or
Yeah.
and so
Cabbage
far
return.
nobody seems to be approaching or following after her from what you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Click.
As I'm backing up, I say to the weird dude who just threw slime across the bar, I say, "Well, we can't shoot her now. So what are you gonna do?" And I just shuffle off towards the edge of the bar to go look through back down the alleyway.
Which, by the way, Flick, are you still riding him or have you hopped off?
I think if he's disengaging, then I would hop off.
Okay.
This dog's gonna hunt, Monsignor.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. So it's your turn.
I'll go ahead and cast Grease now that I think there's really no collateral, folks to be trapped in it.
Okay.
Let it go, son. Yeah, yeah.
Let me see what that DC is.
Vomit blood.
Yeah.
So are you
Nice.
trying to cast it like on her, in front of her?
Just like the 10-foot space, like around her. Yeah.
Okay. And like in the direction that she's going?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's a 14. Let me double check. Let me read this. Solid surface. I must make a successful reflex save or fail. So it's that's the DC for my bardic performance. I'm sorry. I've got too many sheets here.
I'm pretty sure that's it. It's, the level of the spell plus your casting modifier, which I'm pretty sure is a 3.
Yep.
So
Okay. Yep. And I think that there is a fatigue penalty in play there for reflex saves, maybe.
yes, there is. So I'm going to throw an action die on this. And
You're missing it. The shows up there.
that just barely succeeds. So she slips and slides for a second, but does not lose her footing. She will, however, have to make another reflex save at the start of her next turn if she wants to move out of the grease.
Cool.
All right, Narjal.
I just mosey over to the half orc guy, and as I approach him, you may notice that I've got like a huge dried mushroom in one hand and a potion of cure light wounds in the other. And I say, "Take this and wash it down with this."
Uh-huh. Why
do you have a potion of your living?
I bought it with the extra wealth that I had at level 1.
Like 50 gold.
Yeah, no, I had 50 gold left. I calculated it all out. I don't
Okay.
have very much. I have a club.
Okay.
Drink the potion, wash it down with or eat the mushroom, wash it down with the potion?
Yeah.
I knew that.
All right. The mushroom doesn't do anything, but yeah.
It's just
I mean, I'm not
basic-
gonna like make rules up for some mushroom. That's like, I don't know, like help you with your like fucking vitality or something. Yeah, it's what it was. If you sip it carefully, it's +1, like 1d8 +1.
Yeah. Well, if he drinks it in one round, it's 1d8 +1. If he takes 10 rounds to sip it carefully and slowly, then he's gonna get
You want to roll or shall I?
You roll.
It's not his turn yet. You can't drink a potion on your turn.
Well, okay. Roll attitude there. That's all I did.
All right.
I mean, I'm not gonna fucking waste my another fucking spell slot. There might be something else coming through the door.
Orthog.
Yeah, I would so I see this lady slipping on some grease and whatnot, and I would maybe like to use an action die for some theatrics here and do like a belly slide into her to knock her down.
Like a turtle, like a sea coming on shore.
Like yeah,
It's not a
like
bull
a
rush,
turtle,
it's a turtle rush.
a turtle
Turtle
slide.
rush. Turtle land.
Yeah.
Turtle rushed in the summer of 04, man.
If-
All right. Okay. So here's what we'll do. Is for the action die, you can make a grapple attempt. And if you succeed, you'll go straight to a pin.
Wow.
Okay, so that's my CMB.
CMB for grapple attempt.
All right, here we go.
Here, bin brother.
Okay.
Okay, that's a no. Wait, is that a 9? Okay, so that is great. That's a 13.
Okay. So that's not going to do it. However, she does now have her weapons drawn and attempting grapple attempt without improved grapple does create an attack of opportunity. So she is going to attempt to stab you for your effort.
And what? He's prone, so he takes.
No, this is like before.
It's like he's moved up to the edge of the grease
Yeah.
to initiate this.
And gonna use
Did she drop like 7s?
Man, that would have been cool.
A little 3, maybe.
She probably doesn't.
all right.
It's a
So-
badass picture in the head.
She does land this hit, and you take 8 points of damage. So you try to, grapple around her, and as you come in, she just stabs you between the front and back plates of your shell, and digs it in nice and deep before yanking it back out.
Okay.
Victor, you were holding action, but we're back around to the top of the initiative.
Damn, I should have acted. Uh,
No, we should use.
I'm gonna cast misfortune on the woman.
Okay. She needs to make a will save.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that is going to fail. So for the next round, she rolls everything with disadvantage.
I should have done that with my held action, but too late.
And now immediately on her turn, she needs to make a reflex save or fall down.
She's gonna be there.
Oh my God. Look at this.
Oh, it's a double 20.
Damn.
No way. Come on.
2 natural 20s.
That's wicked.
All right. So she is going to try to extricate herself from the grease. That is going to incur an attack of opportunity from Orthog. So you don't have your weapon drawn. The only thing you can do at this point is try another grapple attempt.
And that's what I shall do.
Is his name Orthog because orthogonal means a right angle and he's a paladin? He's on the right.
Not at all, Aaron.
Man.
Not at all.
Yep.
It's Glenn.
14.
Real quick. Yep.
Sorry, what?
14.
14 is not going to do it.
Doesn't she also get misfortune on this for a saving throw?
Well, her combat maneuver defense is just a static number. She doesn't
Ah, I
roll.
gotcha. It's not a saving throw to avoid a grapple.
Do you have any action dice left, Glenn?
Yeah, I'll throw an action dice on that. Good job.
Good job.
Hey, that's try my best
Yeah.
over here.
As we're kind of
That's-
like what's going
Wait,
on.
so help me. So with the action dice, is that a D12?
It's a D4.
D4?
You're
We're little
level
babies
1.
again.
God damn.
Oh, that's a 4 though. Okay,
That explodes. You can roll it again.
I will roll it again.
We're rolling.
That'll fucking do it.
And that is a 4. Haha.
Well, I mean, so like she can't beat it now. So you do grab a hold of her, and she is
Nice.
stopped.
Don't worry, she's only gonna stab you for 11 points of damage on the next round.
She might, but I'm hoping that you guys see that I said she's evil.
Oh, we're on top of it.
No, don't worry.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. On top of it.
Yeah, I see no one's coming. So I take a double move to return.
Do you drink the potion or do you give it back?
Oh, because that'll take up a standard action.
I'm
I
dead.
drink it. I drink it.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll that for you.
There you go. So I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I move in front of Flick. I say, Flick, get on.
And you gain 4 hit points.
Okay. I gain 5 because of my fast healing.
Nice. Okay.
I'm back up to 10. I'm coming in hot. I'm only 1 below my total,
All
buddy.
right. Flick.
Flick is not going to mount. That's probably a terrible word choice. I want to get out my flying blade and see if I can get close enough to attack
Yes,
this
this
individual.
is our moment of unity.
So I charge forward, big meaty boy. I'm like, come with me, Flick, and you just roll forward on your own with your tiny, terrifying little feet.
So your movement speed's 20, right?
Yeah, it's only 20.
Okay. So yeah, you're still 10 feet too far away.
Oh, all right. Well, could I pop off a shot with my short bow?
Okay.
You guys are ready to watch some damage get thrown down here.
There you go.
She is grappled.
Is that a bad thing for shooting someone?
Should be better.
I don't know how grappling and long range go together. It's
Well-
probably different than close.
It's going to kind of even out because she loses her dexterity bonus to her armor class, but you will also take a -4 penalty because you're making a ranged attack into combat.
Yeah.
And if you roll a 1, you do have a chance of shooting the turtle.
That is a risk I'm willing to take.
Do not shoot the turtle.
Blat ow. Ooh, that stayed on a 1 a little too long.
20?
I rolled a 13 plus 3 is 16, and I am willing to burn action dice if I need to.
Well, I'm not going to tell you if you succeeded or failed until you burn
Oh,
your action dice. If you choose to
You
do so.
little turd, I'll give you 1 action dice.
I definitely wrote the line on that earlier.
I did.
Oh, me too.
Oh, it blew up.
That didn't work.
That's a 20. One more for the blow upsies, and that's a 1. 21 to hit.
Yeah, 21 will hit.
And now let me roll my damage. That is, I rolled a 3, so 2 damage.
Jesus Christ.
That's honestly, he's done more damage to her than any of us, I think.
No, that's the same amount.
Same?
As the Vine.
So
Yeah,
she's just doubled the amount of damage that she's taken so far.
Damn right. Double.
There you go, buddy.
All right. Narjal. Let's see.
I need a clawing attack.
Can I see her?
Yes.
I'm gonna slowly just get a rock out from my pocket. A little sling. Load it up. And try to sling her
You want to hit me too?
with a -4. Yeah.
No, I'm just nope.
No. Wasn't a 1, but no.
Yeah, you sling a stone and it bounces down the corridor behind them, into the distance. Orthog.
I guess I can't really do much right now. I don't even have my. Are we so down this hallway? I don't even have action die.
You can increase a grapple, can't he?
So you can continue, you can maintain the grapple, make another grapple attempt with a +4, and you can do like just your unarmed damage to her, which would be 1d3 plus your strength modifier. If you
I
want.
think I'm going to go a different route.
Okay.
I'm going to intimidate her and just say, if you do not stop moving, I will bite your head off. Come on.
A big turtle man. I mean, he
Oh,
could.
that's a nat 20. I swear to God.
Damn.
Yes.
What? It was a natural 20?
Yeah.
Camera. It was a nat 20.
Okay.
It did appear as though his camera had fallen and he was reaching to pick it up.
Okay. All right. You successfully demoralize her, and she is shaken once again.
Yes.
I will bite your head off.
A little bit of the old orthog coming through there.
This is not what we talked about when I said intimidate checks.
But I mean, it kind of is working.
No. No.
Well, it's
Victor.
his first level in his rehabilitation.
Yeah. Thank you, Trevor. It's my first level in my rehabilitation.
It's the first step on the journey. I just got my 2-week shit.
I feel like I was using it right.
Jesus. Let me walk with the Nazarene.
Victor? Good Reverend?
Point to me.
You are on this table over here.
I hop down from the table and move to like the corner of the alley there. And I say, Miss, you simply must calm down. And I cast Daze.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I never use any of these conditions.
I respect the shit out of these patrons.
All right. We need
Level 1, baby.
level
Everybody
1.
in the bar is just
Is that
hammering
a will
beer.
save?
Yeah, but she's still unfavorable, correct?
Yeah. He is not active yet, so. Wait, that condition is on. Yeah. Okay. She fails. She cannot act normally, cannot take any actions, but she has no penalty to armor class. All right. So on her turn, she stands there confused and a little bewildered, nominally struggling against the grapple, nominally struggling against the grapple, but not really doing anything of note. Battleton.
Move 30 feet to here. And then that leaves me with my standard action, and I will make my first attack that I've ever made on this campaign. Okay. So I rolled a 9 on the die. My attack bonus. Let me make sure I get this right. I have my attack bonus, that's 12. And then my BAD is 0. So I'm just adding my attack bonus to this stage, essentially.
You're just your strength bonus. Yeah.
And my strength, my BAD, or sorry, my attack bonus and my strength bonus.
No, your attack bonus is your strength bonus.
Okay, that makes sense. They're the same. Okay, so it's just a 3, which is a 12. I would like to hit, so I'm going to use another action to try to Push that over the edge, despite her condition. That is a 2. Let's move to a 15. Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, that's not gonna.
Damn. Okay, I missed.
I mean, she doesn't have her dexterity bonus, but she also you're attacking into
Into combat.
combat,
Yeah,
so it's a -4 for that.
Okay.
You're attacking into a grapple. Flick.
Well, I guess I'll keep with the original plan and just close to get distance with the flying blade.
Okay.
And
So you get up behind Orthog and you try to shoot this thick blade on a chain in between his legs to try to slice at her calves.
oh yeah, it's real dicey.
What?
Give me a
Warthog, you just gotta trust the process, okay?
I'm about dead.
No,
Turtles don't have hallucinogens, it's fine.
turtles don't ever die.
That's true.
It's true.
That's a 8 to hit.
Yeah, your blade clanks against the ground, slides through the grease. Does the grease last how long? Is that 1 minute per level or
Minute
one
per
round
level, yeah. It's a minute per level, so it's
It's
still
gonna be there for a little while. All right, Narjal.
Move 5 feet. Put my hand on the table. And just kind of furrow my brow and watch the proceedings. I mean, she's already grappled. My only other prepared spell is also a grapple spell. So,
Okay.
you know what? Can I prepare a standard action in response to her breaking the grapple? I'll do another grasping line.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're back to Orthog.
The grapple is broken.
No. Right?
Not unless you let go.
No,
Yeah, she's still grappling.
then I will. I will just continue to hold this woman and continue to improve my grapple. So
Okay. Do you want to keep grappling her and try to punch her in the head or something?
yeah, I didn't know if I could do that though.
What?
I didn't know if I could punch her because I didn't have my.
Yeah, you can. You can do some damage as part of your grapple.
Oh,
Hell yeah, yeah! I'd like to put a little hurt on her then.
Okay.
What is that going to be? So what do I need to roll then for that? I rolled a 16 on the die with a D20.
Okay, that's good to maintain the grapple. Roll a d6.
Okay. I'm gonna do the green one for a turtle. It's a 4.
4. Okay. So it's a d3 for your unarmed damage die. So that's d6 divided by 2. So 4 is a 2, and then you add your strength bonus.
3.
3, so 5 points of damage.
Sweet. Boom.
There.
And now you've more than doubled how much damage she's taken so far.
Cowabunga, boys.
Fuck yeah, dude.
All right. On her turn, she is going to.
How much damage did you give me?
He did 5 points of damage.
Nice. That's our first 1 minute.
She's going to attempt another escape artist check.
She's no longer dazed.
It's 1 round, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Good call.
Well, wait, when was that the last thing that you? No, yeah, she was dazed for the last round, so she's not.
She was dazed. Yeah.
All right. So her escape artist attempt. Give Glenn, give me another grapple attempt.
Let's do this. Ooh, that is a horrible fail. That is a 1.
Okay, so she does squeeze out of your arms at this point. Now she's got to attempt to not fall down in the grease.
She's taking a -2 to Dex, right? She's still fatigued.
Yep. But she got a unmodified 22 on her reflex save. So even with shaken and fatigued, she does manage that reflex save. And then she attempts, right.
I've got a trigger on the stack.
Yeah, okay.
And then does that also trigger an attack of opportunity on escape?
Not until she moves.
Until she moves. Okay.
I'm
we have
grasping vine.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, I'm grasping line.
No,
Okay.
I do not grasp vine.
The 6
So
on
you
that.
summon the
it's there.
grasping vine,
Yeah,
but it does not successfully grapple her. She starts to move away, and that incurs an attack of opportunity from Orthog, Battleton, and Flick.
Nice. Oh, the pump mix.
Okay.
So my
Nice. Same as back roll.
my attack of opportunity will be to grapple again.
Okay.
Come on.
If it's a grapple, it's harder for him to land it, right?
What?
A grapple's harder to land. It's higher. Usually.
All right. 18.
Well, it's attacking a different number.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that, Glenn?
18.
18. Okay. That will succeed. Flick, you're still getting your attack of opportunity, however.
All right, I'm currently at a 14. I'm gonna throw another action die down here.
Puts her into the vine.
And you're remembering that with the flying blade, you get a bonus on attacks of opportunity?
Yep, +5 on attacks of opportunity. I rolled a 9 on the d20.
Okay.
That was a 3 with that action die, so that's got me at a
Okay.
17.
Okay, 17 will hit.
Let's go. All right. Let's roll my die.
Please don't hurt her.
Yeah, I do 5 points of damage.
Okay. Right. She's looking
Feel my
looking
wrath.
like she's taking some damage at this point. And Orthog, you reach out and grab her and pull her back into your scaly arms.
No.
She does not like me. But I don't like her because she's evil.
All right. Battleton.
I do not hit her. I rolled a 6.
I know it's your turn now.
Oh, cool. I will now roll to hit her. So at a low level, I just have 1 attack. There's no like full round attack.
Just one attack. Yep.
If you want to take 3, you can have 3.
It's 2 on the die. I don't hit her. And I can't move through here because this grasping die will also affect me.
It's just
there.
it's just there. But the grease is a problem.
I'm gonna use my half action to move 5, 10, 20. Yeah, I guess
All right.
right here.
Make a reflex saving throw. Or an acrobatics check.
What? Doesn't matter the second. 12.
Well,
Yep.
you fall down in the grease.
Do I hold on in the grease?
In the grease.
In the grease. Alright, I'm in the grease. That is fine. It's all part of the plan.
All good. All part of the plan here.
All right, click.
My friend is in my trap.
Don't worry about me. It's all part of the plan.
So, that grease is flammable, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
everything.
Uh-oh.
Just
Hold up.
I think I'm going to. I really don't want to stab my new turtle friend. I think I got lucky last time I stabbed this lady. Um, how far am I from the edge of the grease, and can I reach Battleton and try to like pull him out of it?
You can reach him. You cannot pull him.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do your thing. I prefer if you don't light me on fire, but I am at full hit points right now. Again, we don't look right at the camera. Don't light me on fire, but do your thing.
I'm just saying.
You can create water though.
Yeah.
That's true. You have seen someone in this bar create water.
I mean, he is. You are literally. So, like, remember when we talked about how you could push, pull, or drag
Mm-hmm.
1,300 pounds?
Mm-hmm.
He can't push, pull, or drag you.
Yeah, pretty rough. Even when I'm greased on the ground,
Yeah.
friction, not a problem.
All greased up with no place to go.
You do your thing, Jake.
Okay, I'm just trying to look at my spells, and I don't think I can really do much with them, or it's just cantrips at this point. I've burned both my spell slots. So yeah, I guess I'll just take another swing um at this lady. My flying blade.
She's evil.
Yeah, no, that's a 7 to hit.
Okay.
Rolling like king.
All right.
Oh, damn it. Well, sorry. I just realized I should have started a bardic performance. I'm new to this whole bard thing.
Yeah, four rounds ago.
Yeah, no, that's on me.
Orthog.
Warthog is going to clop her in the head again.
Okay. Make another grapple check, and then you can make your attack roll.
Okay, that is a 13. 17.
Okay, that's good.
Roll a 14 and a 13. All right, now 5 on the D6.
What?
5 on the D6.
5? Okay, so that is 6 points of damage.
That's keep doing it, man.
Just right here.
She says, "You keep headbutting me. I thought you were going to bite my head off." Victor.
Don't do it. That's how you get brain worms.
Those are when worms are in your brain.
I mosey up to Bat Alton, who is laying down in the grease. He's and
Wait.
laying down in the grease, and I say, "Now, son, I've seen this happen to lots of folks. The important part is that you believe in yourself." And I touch him with guidance. I think you're really gonna play into her next time.
I staring at the ceiling and say, "Thank you, Reverend Dr. Victor T. Flacco. How would we lost without you?"
I perform a
Arjal.
trick.
The grasping vine is gone.
Yep.
Kind of shuffle from foot to foot.
Oh, gee whiz.
And then I double move, not running, just kind of trotting back to my table to grab my mug.
Okay.
And then I will turn around to head back.
Hold on, I forgot my beard.
This is the most exciting day of your life.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right. She just like sighs heavily in Orthog's embrace. Says, "This is getting very old."
Oh no.
And she twists in your grasp and attempts to stab you twice.
Does that provoke an attack?
But I was gonna say, do I get
No,
to
it does not.
You just like
Dodge her!
do I get to attack?
Okay, and neither one of those are gonna hit.
hooray!
Hey.
She does
Orthog
not
don't
like
die.
Orthog.
It's our guy.
Yeah, we need to make sure he's not dead. He's taking some damage.
Like one just like slides beside his thigh, and the other one clacks into his keratin chest plate and
Oh, sweet.
does not pierce.
Probably gives a cool little scratch though.
Battle time.
I stand up because I try to attack her from this position. There's no element, so I
Okay.
will attempt to stand up.
Okay, make a reflex save.
Wait,
You get a +1.
we have a +1.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
Sorry, sorry.
add my last action die on that. Bada bing, bada boom. 13.
No.
That's including the +1.
It's an 8 on the die, 3 on the action die, +1 from him, and then a +1 from my own reflex save. So that's 8, 1, 2, 3. So 8 + 5, 13. Right?
Okay. What about your sacred tattoo?
Ooh, some secrets are being revealed.
Oh, it is the saving throw. Yeah, okay. Oh, then, yeah, 16. Oh, no. 14.
Oh yeah, 27.
14.
14. I think 14 is the DC of Flick's Grease.
Correcto.
So you stand up successfully.
Thanks, Flynn. I stand up. I turn, covered in grease, with an angry chest piece. And I will attack this footed lady. Impudently.
You get a
Grab-
+1 to attack as well.
What?
You get a +1 to attack.
You goddamn right I do. Rat doctor.
Does guidance last the whole round, or is it just
Guidance
one?
lasts 1 minute.
Well, yeah, it's got one.
I think it's
or
your next.
until it's used.
Yeah,
Or until discharge.
you
Gotcha.
get one thing that is guided, and it's your next thing you
Yeah.
get to choose.
Yeah. All right.
You don't get a
Oh.
That's
I'm rolling my ass on all my attacks. That's gonna be a 7.
gonna be a no.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm standing in the grease though.
Real scent of Zoran here.
I
Alright.
don't know, man. Every time I play Mark, it's so much
Flick.
easier playing caster usually.
Flick is going to start a.
Not so great for the casters in the group though. They're spent.
Sure.
Yeah,
I had
done.
All of my spells.
Start a bardic performance to inspire courage.
Ooh.
Nice. In the nick of time.
Yeah, nailed it. Just imagine he's like singing into his flying blade, and it's, I don't know, some version of a Creed song. Can you take me higher or some shit? And you guys are just like vibing with it. You're instilled with courage. So that's a +1 to
Attacks and damage.
attacks and damage. Yep.
Okay.
How are you performing this bardic song?
I'm singing into my flying blade.
That's awesome.
Because that makes sense since they have invented microphones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's just, he's a maverick, right? I mean, he's just doing his thing.
Ortha.
The audience is rapping. Have himself in his fucking mouth.
Can I smite without and attack?
What?
Can I smite
Smite without what?
and attack and clobber?
I mean, yeah, you can smite. You can declare your smite target as a free action.
I declare her as my smite target, and I
Okay.
clobber.
All right.
In the water over there.
Yeah.
All right.
You gonna continue to maintain the grapple?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Roll the d20.
Oh. Ooh. I rolled a 1.
You roll a 1. Okay. All right. So she does slip from your grasp,
No.
unfortunately.
Should have intimidated her again.
She is your smite target right now. Good Reverend Doctor.
I withdraw from the alleyway.
Are you going to disengage to avoid attacks of opportunity?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, 2 cowards in the group.
That is your turn.
Who was the other one?
You?
Best of luck, fellas.
Me? Fuck, what are you talking about?
All right, Narjal.
I grab my beer and I double move to kind of shuffle back where I was.
Okay. All right.
I do place my beer on the table if I need to move.
Coaster.
All right. She
Comes from
is going to
Yeah.
reflex save. No problem on the reflex save. And unfortunately, the grease is difficult terrain, so she cannot successfully disengage on that.
Why can't she disengage?
She's fatigued.
Because she can't
Because she's
move
fatigued.
properly to. Now she can. Fatigue's not going to stop her, but
So it just is.
yeah.
Fatigue's gonna stop her.
It'll stop. You'll see.
So
Opportunity from her smiter.
If she moves, yeah, broke 2 attacks though.
I mean, and she's hurt.
And I've been hitting her nonstop.
Yeah, you really have.
she's gonna roll the dice and she's going to attempt to run away. This is going to incur attacks of opportunity from all 3.
I'm
Yeah.
rolling right now.
You guys get a +1 on attack and damage.
Yeah, and I'm smiting. I don't know what that means for my D6.
Am I flanking?
No.
No.
Anything.
Yeah, so it's an 11 on the die for me with a +3 attack bonus. I don't think I'm getting anything else from anywhere else, so it's 14.
No, you get a +1 to attack and damage from Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, right. Yeah, 14. I don't
14.
think it's going to hit that.
All right. Ooh, 15. I did 15.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna hit.
I got a 19 on the die. So I think that's a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
Look, is an animal.
Dude, here we go. Roll my little dice. 9 points of damage.
Gun wasn't for you.
9.
9. Yep.
Okay.
Fucking awesome.
All right. Orthog.
Rolled a 15 on the die.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, with with smite, you add your charisma bonus to your attack and your level to damage. And so
19.
yeah, you're in the low 20s on the attack roll, so you're good to go. You're still rolling, you're still just swinging with your fists.
Right. That's 5. So that's 6 points of damage.
So that's 3 plus your strength, which is 3, plus 1 for your level because of smite, plus 1 for inspire courage. So that's 8 points of damage. So Flick throws his flying blade between your legs and nicks her ankles, and then you just punch her right in the back of the head, and she just drops like a sack of potatoes into the grease and slides about 10 feet, coming to rest just outside the slick surface.
Insta snore.
Yeah.
Are we out of initiative?
You are now, yeah, well, there's no other combatants,
I
and she is unconscious.
cautiously and slowly move out of the oil slick and begin to bind her with rope.
Okay.
I then call for the good Reverend Dr. Victor T. Flacco for the Baltimore Ravens to come down the
Hey!
stabilize the patient.
Flacco strides over.
I'm going to say you're going to need to make reflex.
Tiptoeing through the grease
Yeah.
to tiptoe. Make a what kind of is it a dex
Reflex save.
reflex?
DC is 14.
That's a big 4.
Mm.
I go down. Go take 12 points of damage.
Oh!
Who's never seen a rabbit with some grace?
All right. All right. Well, I just wanted to check because she was pretty close to dead. You did stabilize before.
Good. I mean, I could stabilize her.
I do too. Well, I think we all do.
I think all you do.
We're all the same character.
All right. So you start tying her up. I assume you remove her butterfly knives.
Yeah, I tie her up and then I disarm her and go through her pockets.
And you know,
And
like
everything
when
about
you're attempting to tie her up, you again are made aware of the things that she has slung across her back.
Mhm.
And removing that from her, it is a very nice longsword.
Ooh, glad that was not used in close quarters.
Yeah.
A very nice longsword.
You do have the appraisal skill, right?
Yep.
Give me that. Give me an appraise.
Be appraising.
You got appraising.
God damn. What's on an ice bowl? 10.
10?
Yep.
Okay.
I can tell you how much it will be worth melted down.
And turned into mushrooms.
You can tell them how much it's gonna weigh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
gonna say it.
That looks like about 3 pounds right there. All right. Only because of the nature of the city in which you are living, and your, exorbitant amount of time spent in markets and around money changing and precious materials, you pull the sword just a little bit out of the scabbard, and the rose gold hue of the blade immediately clocks you in that this is an orichalcum sword.
Ooh.
Which sets off massive alarm bells in your head. Only high nobility and high ranking military officials should be carrying around orichalcum blades.
I fucking stole it. Yep.
Do I also get the sense like these blades should not be in the possession of someone who is evil? Per the paladin's suggestion?
I mean, it's more a question of like she is running away, she is attempting to abscond somehow. She's carrying this thing hidden on her person. I mean, evil's all relative.
Right.
The head of the Church of Delic has an orichalcum mace. So
I
the abbot.
resheath it for my brief inspection. I throw it over my shoulder. I remove her butterfly knives.
She also has 2 vials in a pouch that you recognize as some sorts of potions.
Okay. The butterfly knives. Ballpark estimate on value.
Give me another praise check.
Okay, do a second one. Okay, it's not one thing for the search. Better. 16.
16. They look like they're masterwork blades, but not magical.
Okay. potions, I at this point.
There is a thin film
Mhm.
on the blades as
Okay.
though they were soaked in something. And you see that same liquid is apparently in the scabbard.
They're poison. Or
It doesn't, well,
that'd be my assumption, right? It's a liquid on a blade. I assume it's poison.
it could be.
Yeah. Throwing a prey check, that's all I do. I go through her person. Is there anything else on her besides Darkline Knives and these 2 potions?
No documentation, not even any coin.
I yell, not yell, you're right there. I say to Orthog, I say,
By about the time you're done searching the body and tying it up, the grease has evaporated.
oh, great, cool. I drag her over to Orthog, and I come up to Orthog and I hold my hand out to you to greet you.
And I extend.
We do a nice kind of Mandalorian Spartan style handshake, and I say, "Well fought. I'd be dead without you. I'm Bataltan."
I am Warthog, and we should wait for the guards to come for her to meet her fate.
Excellent in combat, Orthog. That again, I cannot dispute. Gross fungus man, friend. There are some potions here. I'm looking right at you. I'm like sticking my head out of the hallway, waving you in. The Reverend Dr. Victor T. Flacco. You're in the hall now. You've been
You know the Reverend is an alchemist.
Oh, so I go to Reverend, right? Yeah, not you. I call the Reverend Doctor over, but maybe you hear me yelling about potions and you are curious, but maybe you're not. But I wave Reverend Dr. Victor P. Blanco over.
Well, what's that you got
I
there?
don't know what these are.
Potions in your hand? Well, give them a look. I take a look at the potions.
All right. You can attempt to identify them with an alchemy or a perception check.
I'm going to use a alchemy check. That is a natural 1. And I'm going to make a perception check. That is a 12.
Okay. The first one, you are not sure what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You can try to identify the second one.
Oops.
Whoopsie.
Oops. 9.
You can also cast guidance on yourself. Just this is a
I cast guidance on you as you approach.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. That's another natural 1.
Hey,
We're just
I love it so much.
level 1, guys. Level 1.
Do you like
Wonderly.
say like I don't know what they are or anything like that?
well, that's real head scratcher for me there, son. Couldn't say what those potions are.
I hobble over. Can I take a look?
Yes, help yourself. There's also these blades appear to be coated in something. I don't know, Reverend Doctor, if you want to check that as well.
I don't respond to that particular thing that you say, but I kind of reach for the first potion. I cast guidance on myself, and I roll a perception check.
While they're doing that, Dan, can I stow the sword under my cloak as she did?
Okay. You can make a sleight of hand check to try to mask that from the rest of the party.
The first one, I go, "Ooh, that's a real puzzle. Don't know about this." And I look at the second one. I go, real puzzles here. Can't make heads or tails of that.
Oh boy.
Okay.
And then I go back to my table.
I say no.
What?
Check the blades too.
Okay.
Stay over here.
I kind of want to look at the what's on the blades. Guess guys on myself. Oh no! Don't rightly know.
Well, have that blade over here. Let's
I'm
see.
gonna puzzle that.
I will attempt to
One
identify.
thing you're certain, it's not made out of mushrooms.
Yeah.
For those back home, Trevor rolled a 1.
I'm going to attempt to identify what's on the blades.
Walk back to my table.
13?
You just imagine him sitting there like just shaking his head.
Nope.
That was all the talking I'm gonna be doing.
Dan, could I cast prestidigitation on my flintlock to try to dry the gunpowder? Would that work?
It'll take a couple of rounds of doing that to get the dampness out. Or you might just reload it with a fresh charge from your pack that's not soaked,
Okay.
and let the other one let the soaked one dry naturally over time.
Okay.
Good Reverend, are you examining the blades, or are
I'm
you
examining the blades.
okay?
These fucking blades, Tony.
13?
Is that including guidance?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, this is a head scratcher.
Uh-uh.
I'm usually pretty good at this.
Mm-mm.
All right, so at about this point in time, some of the city guard do arrive and attempt to appraise the situation.
I don't know what the potions are.
They come in and all roll 3s and say, it looks fine in here. Everything's fine.
So like as they approach, they say, all right, everyone, stay where you are. Can anyone explain to me what's going on here?
Oh God.
Yeah, it should be Orthog that explains it, but I look at who's holding the items, the potions and the butterfly knives.
Well, that worked out.
This one isn't like holding any of them.
I mean, the butterfly knives are as big as me. I'm like holding one, like.
I give the Reverend Dr. Victor T. Flacco the look that he knows where I'm like, fucking make yourself scarce with your giant knives, you little rat man. I assume at this point I have the potions. I will also curse those.
Okay.
And then I think Orthog, you said you were going to engage with the birds.
Yeah, I don't mind.
You work here.
I do some time here. I little
Work here?
part-time guy. Guards, apprehend this woman. She is. Oh shit! I can't say that. She has attacked me at my place of business while fleeing from a scene. We do not know what happened.
I think Flick jumps in and he's just like, you should have seen it. She came
Go
in,
away!
she stabbed that guy. It was insane. It was insane. You're so lucky that these good Samaritans were here, including the good Reverend Doctor, to ensure that she was taken down as humane.
All right, so
Are the narc.
Orthog, I'm assuming Orthog is making the diplomacy check here, and Flick is attempting to aid, given the way this is playing out. So Flick, give me a diplomacy check. You have to roll a DC 15 to successfully help.
Ortho. Charisma is
That's natural 19.
Okay.
Damn.
So you successfully help Orthog. Orthog, roll a diplomacy check.
There we go. Oh, hell yeah. 20.
20? Okay, and then it's +2 for the aid that Flick has provided you. So with a 22, the guards, take a look at the scene, see the blood, see the blades, and say, well, I wonder what possessed her to attack you folk. What the commotion was about, but well, thanks for stopping whatever insanity she was attempting to commit. Is there anything about the situation that you want to report? Any additional information we should know about the incident?
We just wish her goodwill in her recovery.
I can point and say yes. That's my rope. She's bound in. Do you have your own manacles, or can I expect reimbursement from the town guard?
I'm gonna give you back an action die.
Yes.
that's my rope.
That's mine.
Yes. Well, we'll manacle her, and you can reclaim your rope.
Excellent. Well, that's soldier. Guard.
Well done, soldier.
Dad.
Well done, father.
I just wanted to clarify. Did they see all the blades and stuff that she had out? Because I wasn't trying to. My character still comes from that ghetto life, so he wasn't narking on these boys, but he still wants them to like do the right thing. But I didn't say
no. Yeah, they see the weapons, they see the situation. There's one talking to you, and the other one spoke with Milo and some of the other bar patrons, and you gave a fairly convincing, honest, account of the scenario, at least by their estimation. So, from what it looks like to them, some maniac came charging through the bar. You tried to stop her from causing a commotion. She attacked you. Combat ensued, and you did what you had to do. So it all looked pretty cut and dry to them.
My sleight of hand on the sword was a 17.
I know.
You got it?
Yeah, I think yeah.
Okay, let's sure we cover that.
So at that point, they put her in manacles, give you back your rope. They take all of your names.
Mm-hmm.
Are any of you trying to avoid this?
I would not be. I wouldn't. I don't think my past would want me to get too involved in names and whatnot.
Well, it's more of a like, are you trying to disappear? And I'm pretty much only thinking about Victor and Flick, if they're like trying to sneak away and not be part of this. Because the giant turtle man, you are not going to sneak away.
Also,
the big half-orc dude is not going to sneak away. And yeah, the big turtle man, actually, Flick, you also participated. So
it would really
Victor
and Ross, that would be the two that are the least connected.
Right, but I'm also thinking like, who is it even vaguely possible for?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. I won't give him my address, but I'll give him my name.
Yeah. So like the main, I guess the main thing is Ross, are you trying to sneak away and hide and not be involved in this, or are you, participating?
Sneak away and hide? Why, quite the opposite, in fact. I'm going to give him a piece of my mind down at the guard check. I'm an upstanding member of this community. I frequent this establishment. And the fact that some broad could brazenly barge in here and cause a fracas like this, well, keeps you up at night.
Just a rat man complaining.
He's wearing pinstripe pants and suspenders and sort of a cigarette.
Um, okay. They're not really sure what to do with you, but they sort of nod and say, well, we do our best to keep the peace. Sometimes the best we can do is just respond when the peace is broken.
Can I roll an appraise check on her?
On her, sure.
Do I how much she knew worth in the slave trade? Yeah. Do I get any bonuses because she's unconscious?
No.
Okay.
In fact, it's probably harder when she's unconscious.
Fair enough.
But you are,
Last action.
you know what she was capable of when she was conscious. So that's part of what you're figuring in here.
Okay. 20.
20?
Yeah.
So without getting, basically you're pretty sure she's like a level 3 rogue.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah. As the guards take her away in non-game terms, I essentially relay that to them like, hey, you have an extremely high-level rogue in your midst. Take all precautions.
So you convey to them that you're fairly certain that she is a capable thief with skills commensurate with that path of livelihood. So
And for effect, I am covered in blood and grease. Just covered.
give me an intelligence check.
Nice. 17 straight.
17 straight. Having that appraisal, considering the circumstances, handing her over to the guards, you're now sort of like, shit, does she have a bounty on her that I could collect?
That thought crossed my mind earlier, but then Orlar was like, we'll let the so-and-sos take care of it. It's like, this isn't the time to
Yeah.
argue with a paladin that we should drag her down a back alley and sell her on the black market. But I am aware that I have an orichalcum blade that belongs to her, and I don't think she's going to stay in that jail for very long.
She definitely stole the orichalcum blade.
Right. And I don't think she's going to stay in that jail for very long. So she's going to come looking for that orichalcum blade. So once the guards leave, I would like to talk to the people involved because she's going to come back and kill all y'all. She doesn't know who has that orichalcum blade.
We don't know that you have it.
I don't know if you know that I have it.
I don't know. I wasn't in line of. I wasn't even in the line of sight with you. You took it.
Well, I would like, everybody except for the fellow who claims was not within line of sight.
I don't think I was. Like he was back there. I was here.
Yeah, I don't think you were. So Flick, Orthog, and Victor, please roll perception checks.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Big 6.
14.
18 on the die.
18 on the dot.
And that's what I have, I think. I don't know.
Lawful good dude. Saw you
He clocked it, yeah. I think that beats it by 1.
All right, so Orthog, you did see Battleton take some things off of the woman and stow them under his cloak, and not share that information with the guards.
Do I clock him, clocking me?
Do I clock him, clocking them?
Give me a sense motive check.
Natural 1, I do not. I think that I have totally hidden this blade on my person.
I want to play my character. I don't care about that. I don't care that he took something off this girl.
Interesting. Well, I do proposition the way I proposition the group. I pull them all together and I say, I don't think we've had a moment to meet properly. I'm Batal Tam. Most of my work is in bounties. And I recognize and I put a hand on Orthog's shoulder that sometimes you have to let a good bounty go. There might have been a bounty on that person quite powerful. What I do know is she is quite powerful and she probably will not remain in the hands of authorities for very long. And if I was a rogue who had my reputation tarnished at such a public place, I would hunt down and kill the people involved in that. So I would strongly recommend, and I wave you over because I can see you're kind of like 2 tables back. You're listening, but you're 2 tables back, I would imagine.
I approach.
Staying together, at least for a short while, to prepare and mitigate this upcoming attack.
Well, there's something we have to do before we go anywhere.
No?
Yeah, I owe our friend here something, and I kind of gesture to our dwarven druid.
Hmm.
I owe you a song. It's your mom's
Yeah.
birthday
How do you know that?
because I sing him a song every year on his mom's birthday.
Oh, cool.
I was wondering if you were gonna think about that. No, me as a player. That'll be fine. But after that, I gotta go.
Yeah, and I too must get back to work.
He gets really serious and he looks at Warthog and he says, "You're going to listen to this song because it's going to blow your mind." Okay, beautiful. It deserves your attention.
All right, make a form check.
Here we go. Big nat one time. A natural 20, swear to God.
Oh,
Yeah!
God, I love those.
Not a dry eye in the house. Beautiful.
I think he's singing, and it's about like you're never alone because your shadow's always with you.
Damn.
That's
Damn.
okay. I woke up. I roll up with a copper, hand it to you, and say, "Thank you, little man. Sorry about the water on your blunderbuss.
It'll
Not
dry.
to be fired indoors. That one."
It's all indoors.
You've never been outside either.
And I go, well,
You have
anyway,
no concept of it.
I won't keep you then. And I just start to stride to the door.
You start to stride to the door and you make it a couple of steps before you feel something on your chest. And
It's a heart attack.
I have to roll another druid.
and as you feel like, you know, a force against your chest, you see materialize in front of you a gnomish woman.
Holy shit!
She says, "I think your half-orc friend has a point. And I think there's another point I would like to share with this gathering of individuals."
And I go, Milo, another pint, please.
He says, I'm not sure whether or not I want to give you all one on the house or charge you extra for the mess.
I think one on the house is quite fine. We can take care of the mess, can't we? And I look at Flick, who knows prestidigitation.
Oh man. So I'll clean everything up.
No, it's fine.
I mean, you know, prestidigitation is really good for removing bloodstains.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
If I can get a beer out of it, I'll clean up some blood.
Well, there's a couple of bloodstains. You dripped blood across the room, and she bled a decent amount. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess too. I guess I'm still kind of bleeding here. I'm under half of my health points.
Yeah. There's some turtle blood. So he kind of shrugs and gives a nod to the other bartender and says, pour them around, but stick it on their tabs if there's still blood on the floor. And the gnomish woman says, if you come and take a seat with me, I'd like to talk to you about what just happened.
I get my pint. I kind of approach her, just stare at her blankly before taking my seat and say, I have to go soon. And then I take the seat.
Oh. I pull up a chair, sit with the group.
She says, as far as introductions go, for now you can just call me Shui. I am a associate with the owner of the blade the half-orc individual is carrying. That woman was too capable for me to attempt to engage with, but my skill set makes me plenty capable in tailing her, which I was planning to do until I found a good opportunity to make some other efforts in the acquisition of the stolen merchandise. But now, I'm hoping I can just ask for it.
Do you know her?
It's important for me to go.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I don't care if you leave or not. I just wanted to make sure all of you understood the situation, because there could be consequences for failure to acquiesce to my request.
Well,
Shui, who are you an associate of? Let me pause here. This is not mine. However, it's in my possession. And as you can see, I nearly died. These good allies nearly died. I'd be happy to return it to you with a finder's fee. And that can be in gold, which is always preferable, or it can be in information, which is a long-term asset. But I don't think it's something that I would just hand back.
Well, in all fairness, I am not the owner. I was hoping you would just return it and make things easy on everyone. But if you want to draw this out to the full extent of your benefit, then I suppose I can take you to the owner and he can negotiate with you on his own behalf.
I look at the people at the table, or bar table. Is that something you want to do? Or should I go alone?
I look at you and I say, I think you are a prick.
Okay. Requirement stands.
well, I'm all for finders keepers, losers weepers, but who found it? Who lost it? Who's keeping it?
The good Reverend Dr. Victor T. Flocken makes a great point. While I can negotiate directly with your patron for money, I can also negotiate directly with you for information. I'd be happy to return this to you for information of value.
I don't know what information I have that would be of value to you.
Well, how about a favor later on? We'll do you a favor and give it back, and you'll do us a favor some other time.
That's a good point, Reverend Doctor. Are you in the position to make that negotiation, or should we just take this to your patron?
I would say that my services are already on retainer. And
Mm.
I can't be the servant of two masters.
Understand.
Oh, I want to.
Well, I think to cut through this, we should just probably talk to your patron.
There you go.
I put my hand. I would hate to keep you any longer, but you were instrumental, and it is important that you get recompense. So if you would come with us, it would be greatly appreciated.
You made a good point
Mm.
about the rogue getting out and coming for us. So I guess. Oh, some company's better than none at the moment.
Reverend Doctor Flick.
I was pretty bored till I came in here, so
Hey, I
I
won't
was
tell
rolling
your wife.
dice. What's up?
Said, hey, I won't tell your wife that.
Hang on, I need to go adjust my sundial to see what time it is. By looking at a different sundial, I might be late getting home.
Yeah, that's
I'll
gonna
make sundials.
look at that.
Would you make me one? I would like one that I wouldn't have to turn all the time, you know? Can you make one like that?
Orthog, you saved a lot of lives today, and frankly, I think you could save a lot of lives if you came with us. Could I talk to your manager and get someone to cover your shift while you come with us?
Hey, I need to finish my shift to pay for what I have bought, but then we can go.
So we're just waiting then.
Milo says,
Yeah.
you're good. You look like you've got some serious business to handle. I don't really want to get all in the way of that.
Then I
So
shall
why
grab.
don't you just take your little menagerie and you can mosey for today, all right?
Then I will grab my walking stick.
And you can expect to see young Suki tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. sharp.
We go with Shui. We meet her patron.
2 p.m.
So you head out with Shui, and she starts leading you down the winding way towards the fourth floor gate. As each floor is marked by a gate, and the passage from gate to gate requires showing that you are a resident, your paperwork or an emblem that signifies that you are a local, so that the few people who are allowed in trade caravans and stuff are not allowed beyond the gates on the first floor, either downward or upward. But you're not long on the fourth floor before she takes you to an elevator. And you go to the elevator, she leads you to one of the elevators, and this is kind of a surprise for most of you because riding the elevators is expensive. It's a significant investment of machinery and stored potential energy to operate an elevator going up or down. So traversal from floor to floor on an elevator costs about a half gold per person. She says, I will cover the expense. I would just rather not have to walk all the way.
I hesitate at the opening of the elevator and kind of start shuffling back and forth on my feet.
So my dog feels on our elevator.
And then I kind of look up at the bar and I say, Let's have a song.
Oh yeah, I just burst into some kind of like happy-go-lucky, going for a ride. Uh, Easy listening, vibe here.
No elevator music.
It's 10 p.m. and you're at Ingles looking for one fucking thing. That music.
Mhm.
Yep.
I close my eyes and enter the elevator.
If you'd started singing a verse of Love in an Elevator, I would have given you an A.
Living it up while we're going down, baby.
But she, signals the elevator. The carriage comes down the shaft, and not the shaft, but the elevator shaft. And when the gearman, who happens to be another gnome, opens up the carriage doors, she just shows him some emblem that she pulls from underneath her cloak. He nods and gestures you all to come on inside. It's especially with Orthog and Battleton, who are both very big boys. It's a pretty tight fit in the elevator with the 7 of you. But you all manage inside, and the gnomish gearman starts fiddling with some levers and some like turning crank wheels and stuff. Seems exceptionally complicated for something that just goes up and down, but that's gnomish engineering for you. And you begin to descend. Counting the floors as you go down, you realize that you are taking the elevator down to the first sublevel. The first sublevel is dominated by the forges. And exiting the elevator, Shui guides you to the outside ring of the first sublevel. And again, proffers the emblem that she has palmed under her cloak to a set of guards that then open a locked gate into a restricted area of the sublevel. I don't think any of you would specifically know why it's restricted. It's just like might be a gated community of a sort. But going back there, she leads you to a building that has a very well managed, well carved base, and pulls a key out of her pocket, opens the front door, and takes you all inside. What passes for a mansion in the city. For Orthog and Battleton, it's a little cramped. The ceiling seems to be designed more for short folk, dwarves, gnomes, possibly. So you've only got like 6 inches of head clearance from tops of your head to the ceiling, and you do both have to kind of duck under the doors that are inside the structure. But she takes you to what appears to be like a meeting or conference room. There's a large table in the middle and comfortable chairs surrounding. Looks like there's places on the walls to hang maps or schematics or something of that sort. And she says, if you'll wait here, I will go and inform my master that The individuals who reclaimed his stolen property are here to return it to him. And she departs. A few moments later, a dwarven man comes into the room, and he's wearing a very fine, very well made and embroidered leather blacksmith's apron over a suit of chain armor. Battleton, you give me an appraisal check.
18.
18.
Can I give you an assayer check to see how much that chainmail weighs?
Holy shit.
27.
Okay. Well, so I'm going to start with the assayer. You eye this chainmail very carefully, and you're judging by the rings, the bulk, the volume. It should weigh about 40 pounds. But the way he's moving, the way he's carrying it, it has to weigh about half that much. And Battleton, you realize something fairly similar. That's because you recognize that the metal of the chain he is wearing is mithril, not steel. And he's basically wearing more money than you have ever seen in your life. And you work for the church.
Yeah.
He says, I apologize for Shui's secrecy. It is a manifestation of her station. But allow me to introduce myself. I am Zumo Swifthammer. I am the vault keeper of Yanjing. And something has gone missing from the vault. I believe it is in your care. Anyone's got a knowledge local?
Yep. Yeah, I do. Nope, never mind.
I raise my hand.
Zumo Swifthammer?
16.
You can raise your hand, but I'll wait until everyone gets their knowledge.
25.
25?
20.
20? Okay, both of you recognize the name Zumo Swifthammer and the station of Vault Keeper. The Vault Keeper of Yanjing is the one who has the vault that keeps all of the orichalcum that is not being exported into the outside of the city. Basically, this man controls the entrance to a massive treasure trove, basically the sum value of the city. He is an exceptionally powerful individual, given his station and what he does here. And you were raising your hand?
Yeah, I just raise my hand, and when he kind of acknowledges me, I go, your suit of armor, I would guess weighs 40 pounds, but the way you move, it seems like it weighs less.
A fascinating quality of mithril. But that's not the metal we're here to talk about today. And he looks across the group of you, and his eyes settle on Battleton. Is there something you're ready to return to me?
Yes, Master Swifthammer. And I pull out the sheathed blade across my back. I say, I believe this was what was stolen from your person today. And I take a prostrate, kneeling position and hold it up for him to receive.
He kind of smiles, slight chuckle. All of that's not really necessary. And he takes the
Okay.
sword from you and pulls the blade out of the scabbard about 8 inches, checks to, confirm for himself that it is an orichalcum blade. And he slides it back in and then sets the sword on the table beside himself. Says, I appreciate what you did.
Mm.
And Shui told me that you would be interested in compensation. I think that is a fair request.
As he's saying that, I very demure say, I apologize for any caginess, Shui. But frankly, this lady ran through a bar. She had an orc blade. You came in and said that.
Shui's not here.
Oh, Shui's not here. I directly said, I apologize for caginess towards Shui. Please let her know. I say my apologies. But frankly, we needed to see who she claimed the patron was to return something of this value. Now that we see it's the vault keeper, we feel more comfortable.
That is astute of you. I understand and I appreciate your discernment. But for compensation, I think 50 gold piece is generous given the circumstances.
I again bow, even though he's indicated that's not necessary. I say we are just humbled to serve. That is fine.
I am speechless when he says that number, and I don't know what to do. And I turn bright red, and I become extremely uncomfortable, and I just stare at my feet because that's
Well,
more money than I want to walk around with.
He is, he's about to turn, and then you make the mention of just being able to serve and he says, if that is true, and he gestures to all of you, he says, then I might have more use for you. But let's settle this in the moment first. And he goes to the door, speaks a few words to someone outside, and they leave. And he comes back and he says, I've introduced myself to you. Perhaps now would be a good time for all of you to introduce yourselves to me. And perhaps we can embark on the start of a mutually beneficial arrangement. Perhaps even friendship. And we are just after 10 o'clock. I think this is a good stopping point. And for our first session of the of the old crew,
Oh yeah, dude.
new skins.
Boom.
Spending an hour and a half to do 30 points of damage.
You got it right.
My God, we did it.
Gotta start somewhere.
Solid.
All right.
She didn't want no more.
Stop the recording there.
I have to say, I'm incredibly